Facebook, you see the bits that we're doing. You know, one of my favorite things is Donald Trump owns a lot of golf courses, right? We're here at Bedminster. He's got one. Bryson DeChambeau, U.S. Open champion, also a Trump supporter, hitting bombs over at Trump Westchester recently. But I love the fact that Donald Trump loves golf. It's my favorite. It's a great thing, right? I love that Donald Trump loves golf. Because if there's one thing that Trump loves to do, and I feel like if I do this enough here, like he's just like, we're going to invoke him, he's going to show up, I don't know. So who's that guy? Is it that guy? Isn't that Dallas Fort Bradley Cooper guy with the big ears doing my voice again? We got to stop that guy. But I was thinking about golf, and one of my favorite bits to do, tell me, Donald Trump, does he like to take credit? He takes credit for the good things, right? And the bad things, it's kind of like, I never heard of it, we don't want to talk about it. But the good things is like, I did that, I built it with my own two hands. So you look at one of the greatest golfers in the history of the United States, his name is Tiger Woods. We know Tiger Woods, right? Woo! So let's think about how Tiger Woods got his name. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the origin story about Tiger Woods' name. I'm going to tell you a story, okay? It's the greatest story. So there was a boy, he was being born, and I've done this before. And he looked like he was going to be the greatest golfer the world has ever seen. I said, this is going to be a tremendous golfer. And I was looking at the boy's father and the boy's mother, and they say, we're going to name Tiger Woods Eldrick. And I said, are you kidding me? That's not going to work. We don't want to name him Eldrick. Nobody's going to fear Eldrick. There's no such thing as the eye of the Eldrick, but there is a such thing as the eye of the tiger. And we're going to name him Tiger Woods, and he's going to do a tremendous job. I gave Tiger Woods his name, and I also taught him how to golf. I taught him how to golf, I taught him everything he knows. I taught Tom Brady everything he knows about throwing the football. But it goes back a long time, you know. We look at Egypt, ancient Egypt. Remember Crooked Joe thought Egypt was on the border of Israel? Can you believe that? It is. He thought it was Mexico. We look at, he thought it was Mexico. And by the way, I'm a convicted felon. Do we like that? Do we like that? I like to refer to myself as an outlaw. The outlaw president. Do we like that? I like that a lot more. You know, you have some of the greatest outlaws in the history of our great country. Bonnie and Clyde. Now they call it Donnie and Clyde because they're doing a tremendous job. And everybody wants to know who Clyde is going to be. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. But we have the outlaw. They call me the outlaw. I'm the outlaw president as opposed to Crooked Joe Biden, who we call the Pampers president. You can't keep it together. The Pampers president. Anybody see what Joe Biden just did in front of the Pope? Not 3 years ago when he pooped, but like 3 days ago when he sniffed him. Did you see that? Why is Joe Biden sniffing the Pope? I don't think you're supposed to do that. But you look at how we give people their names. You look at how we give people their names. There was a tremendous person. He was born in ancient Egypt. Okay? Ancient Egypt. And they built everything out of gold because I told them to, because nobody knows gold as much as I do. And you look at these beautiful people. You look at, in ancient Egypt, there was a king being born. I called him the Pharaoh. His name was King Tutankhamun. You know Tutankhamun? And the people of Egypt wanted to call him King Tut. I said, you don't want to do that. I said, you don't want to do that. Think about it. You don't want to call him King Tut. You have too much. That's not a good thing. You don't want to call him King Tut. You want to call him King Tut. We already have a King Tut. He's the president of the United States. He's tooting with Putin all over the place. It's terrible. Tooting with Putin. Could you believe that? Tooting with Putin. I got along very well with Putin. By the way, we're going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. We're going to tell Vladimir Putin. I'm going to get on the phone. I got along very well with him, and I'm going to say, Vlad, I want you to go back to Russia, Russia, Russia. And I want you to play with your nesting dolls. You understand what I'm talking about? You start with the big, beautiful doll that looks like, I call her, it's Stacey Abrams, I call her the Beast of the Southeast. You understand that? And she has a gap so big in her mouth. You see the teeth? She's got a gap big enough that Harrison Butker could kick a field goal through her teeth. Stacey Abrams, the Beast of the Southeast. We talk about cheap fakes as we get into Stacey Abrams. So cheap fakes, that's the new term that the media is using to try and deflect from the fact that